It's a Dylan Sullivan show. Hello, Dylan Sullivan.
Dylan
Sullivan show. The Sullivan. That Dylan Sullivan show. That Dylan Sullivan. Sullivan show. That Dylan Sullivan show. The Dylan Sullivan show.
Jeffrey, welcome back to our podcast.
Thank you for having me. Have you ever made a crowd so excited that they all tried to help line up audio and video at once? A bunch of times?
Yes.
Yeah, repeatedly trying to line up audio and video to the point where it would make it harder to line it up.
Right.
You got a hair.
Oh, I got a hair.
Okay, you got it. It was a big hair.
Big hair.
Big old hair.
Big old hair for
Yeah.
a big old podcast.
Yeah. Nice.
So you were at Solid Show tonight. How'd that go?
It was okay. It was a great show, great crowd. I was okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why okay?
I feel I did the job. I feel I did not fail at doing the job of comedian, and I feel I did not succeed.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. I'll have to listen back to the recording, but I don't know, there were just a lot of areas in my delivery where I feel I faltered.
Okay.
But the crowd was forgiving. And also there were times where I think I did not approach with enough confidence. Yeah. Do you think I'm confident?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But you have a quiet confidence. You don't have a loud confidence.
Right.
Yeah. You're not showing your confidence, which is more confident.
Sure.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Well, sometimes I'm confident that I am not confident.
You're confident in the fact that you're not confident.
Well, because the only true confidence that can exist is confidence in ability of some kind, right?
I don't know.
Well, what else could there be confidence in?
Love.
Yeah, there can be confidence in things outside of yourself, for sure. But in terms of self-confidence, it has to pertain to an ability. What else could it pertain to?
Couldn't it be
Just
confidence in
posture?
yourself? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, but confidence in yourself has to be confident in some kind of an ability, right?
Maybe, but it could be like confidence in your security of yourself. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not necessarily an ability. I guess
That's
it could
true.
be.
Well, I don't know. I mean, because that's a matter of like knowing who
But
you are. I suppose.
it's probably yeah, right.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's probably mostly in your abilities.
Yeah, it's almost always ability related, and I can't do most things.
Yeah.
The majority of things I cannot do. So
Right.
it's like I don't have confidence in most skills. Like if you were like, "Hey Jeffrey, could you help back up this freighter?"
You'd be like,
But I could act confidently. I could be like, "Yeah,
a lot of people do that.
of course."
That dumb old saying,
Yeah.
"Fake it till you make it."
Yeah, and
which
I'd just
happens to be true. Fuck me, you know.
Kinda, yeah, but there's certain situations I don't think that works. Like
Yeah,
if I'm trying to park a giant ship, I'm like crashing into smaller boats and like killing people and just going, "Oh, it's cool." I got, yeah.
No, this always happens.
No, yeah, that's just part of it. You think you know how to do this?
And then some guy on the shore, he may not be there now, but he's gonna be.
Listen to his voice. He knows.
85 people dead. Yeah. Confidence is a tricky thing. Because, you want confidence, and at the same time, confidence killed the cat.
I thought it was curiosity. Killed
It
the cat.
is.
Yeah.
That was my confidence in analogies.
Isn't that a terrifying saying?
Or
Curiosity killed the cat?
idioms. Yeah.
That was gangsters came up with that, right? Definitely gangsters.
Maybe.
It was definitely like, why did he die? He didn't do anything wrong. He just was there and he saw what happened.
Yeah. That cat was too curious.
Yeah.
But, I thought it came from, a folklore. I have no idea where it comes from, but I thought it sounds like a folklore, like
Catzilla.
Yeah, it sounds like Catzilla.
Came from children's book Catzilla.
Yeah.
That was actually about if King Kong were a cat that I read as a kid.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of jokes about a cat as King Kong, even though I believe it was called Catzilla. Maybe I'm wrong.
Hilarious.
I think it was called Catzilla. Maybe it was called Cat Kong. It probably was called Cat Kong. But I remember it as Catzilla. Anyway.
Catzilla is funnier, I think.
The ending, spoiler, it's a lot like King Kong and the cat falls off the tower.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the detectives says curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, that is amazing.
And that's the first time I ever heard that saying. So I didn't get it. my parents had to be like, that's a saying. And then I was like, oh. Okay.
Yes, now that I know.
Saying you say.
Oh, of course.
All right.
That's something that's said. Wow.
That's so good. That's so good.
Indubitably.
Yeah, wow. And here it is being said differently.
Wow, that's just neato.
So I think that's where it comes from.
Wow, that's wild. I was listening back to some recordings, listening back to Bottom of the Barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Something I want to work on tonight is Costco.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about Costco with you.
Okay. There lies passion there. I know that much.
Yeah, it sucks because, like, as an artist, I think a lot of people have passion in things that are smart and are unique. But I feel like most of my passions are pretty, like, the American.
Yeah, well, yeah, last night it was definitely because, like, yeah, you had some great moments talking about Costco, Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, and
Chili's a little bit.
Chili's a little bit. And that was taking a break from my normal material, which is Denny's.
Right, Denny's. Yeah, you're working on a lot of Denny's stuff right now.
Yeah, so like I always think of like, oh, you know, like Gerard Carmichael expose on what it means to be a gay black man in America. And Dylan's got Denny's.
It's good Denny's stuff, though.
It
says something about classism and power.
Yeah, I just kind of look at it through Denny's lens. I like it because of the pancakes. Text message. Boop. Ignored.
Well,
Yeah.
power.
Setting boundaries for myself. Power. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really talk about anything important. I have a lot of passion for unimportant things. I have a lot of passion for that. They're important to me.
It's important to you, exactly.
Yeah, but exactly. It's important to me, but because no one else thinks it's important, it's not important. Like, this isn't like, you know, the Denny's materials I'm working on, they're not going to, you know, 40 years from now, the Mark Twain Award for Humor.
Maybe.
It's pretty dumb.
I don't think that's at all comedy people making those judgments. That's like artsy, fartsy people. And they're fartsy.
Yeah, they've got
They may
plenty
not
of
acknowledge
farts.
that they're fartsy. They say they're just artsy, but they're also fartsy.
They also...
Yeah. Yeah.
I know so many people in art school, when I went to art school, that had rancid farts, and it made me like, yeah, good.
Their farts didn't sound smart.
No, their farts didn't sound smart. Yes.
They stroke the bottom of their ass cheek like it's a chin.
Yeah. I wonder. That's what their asshole says each time. I wonder. What are we not seeing?
What is it to be?
I is me.
That's what it's just they sit on the toilet and that's all you hear.
Yeah. They shit out. They fart out thoughts. What if they fart out all their dumb thoughts?
Do we create purpose, or does purpose create us? Oh, they're dumb thoughts?
Yeah.
That's funny, yeah.
Art's gay. Yeah, I have a real problem with intellectualism, and most people who are dumb do. I was on a date recently, and I said, I don't really view myself as an intellectual, and he said, everyone's got skills.
Oh.
And he was a lawyer.
Okay, so he views himself as an intellectual. That's what he means by that.
Yes, he very much did.
He's right. Everyone does have skills.
He was actually a lot kinder than that. He's like, yeah, sure, you're intelligent. And,
Right.
But it felt like, yeah, you're intelligent. It's not as intelligent as me. I just want everyone to know not intelligent. I'd maybe taken that too personally, which is a dumb thing to do.
Well, there is such a thing as, like, being really knowledgeable about shit. Like, I got a friend who's, like, a professor, and he knows a lot.
Yeah.
He knows a lot of stuff because he's put in time and he's read and stuff.
Right.
So he's earned it. Most people that act intellectual haven't earned it at this point. It's more the image of being an intellectual.
Especially in things like art school, because these people were like 19.
Right.
And then to act like, yes. It's like, you haven't read.
Yeah, there's a weird thing where, like, because, like, to be an intellectual is actually a highly classist thing.
Yes.
It's, like, the most classist thing.
Yes.
I don't know if you've read Democracy in America by Alexis de Tocqueville, but, because he's a French guy, but his overall point is, like, you can't truly have an aristocratic class where there's people who are, like, educated in, like, every area and are, like, masters of knowledge in a democratic society.
Why is that?
Because in a democratic society, everyone kind of has to find their own field more. You don't have, like, a distinct group that's, like, got time and resources to learn, like, all things. You know what I mean? You know how, like, a college used to be a place where you'd, like, go learn, like, everything, like Latin and like the classics and stuff?
Sure.
Yeah. And his point is, a democratic society, you can't really have that. Anyway, so to be the type of person that these people are claiming, like, you know what I mean, acting as if they are, they have to... Do you see what I mean?
Right.
And then oftentimes at the same time, they're like... They claim to be, like, egalitarian or so. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what they'd say. They'd say communist or something. But they talk, which communism's like the opposite of what we're talking about. It's supposed to be everyone's totally on the same playing field.
They are elitist while rejecting elitism.
Exactly. Yeah. It's hypocritical.
It is hypocritical.
Yeah.
It is hypocritical because every communist I know my brother works at Amazon, the biggest capitalist conglomerate in the entire world. And then all of his stuff is, he has very strong communist beliefs. And it's just like...
Right.
Then give me $40 because I'm who you're talking about.
Right. Yeah.
And you're having
Yeah. Yeah. How much are we allowed to talk shit about our families in comedy?
I think that's a majority of it.
I've noticed that a lot, but I'm not entirely comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
But
Dad's dead. Fuck you.
Yeah, the dead relatives I'm much more comfortable.
Yeah, oddly, when your family members died, like, I'd feel comfortable saying more about my dad than my mom.
Right.
But I've said some stuff about my mom, and I just never told her that it got released. And I never told her, and I'm sure she's seen it by now.
Yeah, my mom, like, cyber stalked me one time.
Yeah.
And, like, brought up something I said on a podcast, and I felt terrible, and then I asked the person to like to delete the podcast.
Yeah, that'll happen. But I think it's necessary because I think I don't know, talking about your family, especially to an audience, is a source of they go through similar problems with their family.
Sure.
Our problems with our family are pretty universal.
Right.
And if not shared, understandable to people.
Right. Yeah, this is true. My family's mostly cool. I mostly love them.
No, I mean, I think that's you can love somebody and be annoyed with them.
That's part of love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's start with Eric.
Yeah. One by one.
Me and my aunt had this joke. Maybe I've run this by you before. I've thought talking about this on stage. Have an award show for the family called The Families, and we give out different awards to different family members. So it seems like well-intentioned, like we're trying to acknowledge people who've been like really good in the family, but really it's just a way to really just like
tear people down.
Yeah, exactly,
and confront
turn them against
shit.
each other. Yeah.
The biggest drank too much at a family reunion and always other times award goes to...
Well, I was saying like more like most trustworthy. So that way other people, like when they don't get it, are like, what?
Least loyal.
And the award for most dependable goes to...
Yeah.
It's a way, because, no, they're positive awards, but it's just the fact that we are rewarding certain family members and not others is like...
Best
Such a
female
snub.
35 to 65.
Right. And best of second generation goes to... Yeah.
Someone I would trust my life with award goes to. The only person I would trust my life with award goes to. Yeah, you could really psychologically
Right.
fuck up.
Best at calling.
Yeah. Good person award.
And then also, yeah, the acceptance speech is like obviously like just disgusting. Thank you. I want to thank so many people.
Wow. How did I get this?
My family.
This is all in like
God.
a small living room.
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, some comics are much more comfortable. I don't know. Actually, a lot of comics don't totally say their family's business, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you can always change a person to another person. Almost any time I mention a relative in my stand-up, not almost any time, but a lot of the time, I just say my great uncle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot. Like sometimes I'll say my great uncle Bob Follendorf, who is an actual guy, but a lot of times I just attribute stuff to him that isn't him. He was like a war hero. I met him once. I only ever met him once, maybe twice. No, I think once. Me and my grandpa went and visited him. So I'll just throw stuff on him.
Guess he wasn't so great then.
Yeah.
I just gulped really loud into the microphone. You should have heard it.
Oh man.
Right after.
Man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to hurt my family's feelings. It's tough.
How about physically?
I had some. Oh, of course, all the time.
Yeah.
I had jokes about my mom's Parkinson's. I had a really good joke about my mom's Parkinson's.
I remember that joke.
And then it turned out she didn't have Parkinson's.
I know. I think you should still tell it and then say and add the...
Turns out she doesn't have Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. It's a good joke.
It is a good joke.
And I did have to think my mom had Parkinson's for 2 years.
Yeah, you deserve to
I've
tell
earned
that
it.
joke. Yeah. You were under the impression that as was she, of course,
Yeah.
that she had Parkinson's for 2 years.
Yeah.
It turns out No.
No, she just shakes sometimes.
Yeah, she's just shaky.
Yeah, apparently sometimes you just shake, which I think the doctors should have checked for a little more.
She gets cold in rooms.
Yeah, she was just cold.
Yeah. My diagnosis, a sweater.
The doctor just grabbed her by the shoulders.
Stop doing that. Is this what you feel like all the time? Yeah, man. Costco is
Yes,
tied
I
to.
did want to get to Costco.
Costco is tied to my family.
Same. I think Costco is tied to a lot of people's families.
Yeah, every Sunday, my family and I would have a ritual where we would meet up with my aunt and uncle, their children, and we would all go to a breakfast place together. That was like kind of like, it's a New Mexican breakfast place,
Okay.
but not like fancy by any means. It's like the equivalent of like, it's a little more than a Jack in the Box, but not a Denny's.
Wow, not even a Denny's?
Not even a Denny's.
Wow, okay.
It was a fast food restaurant, but it had very good breakfast food.
Huh, okay.
And we would go there every Sunday, and then if everyone was lucky, my uncle would take us all to Costco. That was the big thing. It went Twisters, Costco, watch a game, do chores.
Nice.
It was a good Sunday,
Yeah.
but he was the one that turned us all on to Costco because he's like, my uncle is all about quality and sales, like the intersection between quality and a good sale.
Right.
So, but the products he buys are usually so unnecessary.
Okay.
But he gets so excited about them. Like he is the ideal American consumer.
Right.
Because, like an example, you'll go to their house one day and they're like, he's like, hey, did you check this out? And then it's like a remote controlled window shades. But he's like, no, I've done the research.
These are the best
These are
ones.
the best window shades. Retractable window shades that you can, get. And, so he was always, he's like, buy the Kirkland gloves. You get 5 pairs of gloves and it's $80.
Do you need that many gloves?
No. But you always had him. I will say he's always the guy where it's like, if I ever need like a tool or like a thing,
Right.
or whatever, I'm like, oh, Uncle Scott has that.
Right.
Yeah.
Is he your most masculine uncle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I miss my most masculine uncle. He was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. He's, because him, my dad, and their sisters, and their other brothers and sisters, all grew up in like extreme poverty. My grandfather left my grandmother and like 6 kids.
Right. You've told me about
with nothing.
Right.
And so the rest of them, 4 of them, turned out to be like total hippies. They took like the hippie route. And my dad and my uncle went super capitalist, let's not be poor anymore.
Right. Right.
So it was funny because you can still see that they were poor by like how they treat like, these are the best almonds. They've been top rated in the good consumer book. That was the thing. They would always they'd always have the fucking consumer book. They're like, before the internet, even during the internet, they'd still buy it, but like, I forget what it was called. Like Consumer Report would come out each year. Right. And they'd be like, well, let's look if that car is good. And then they would go to the Consumer Report book.
Right.
The coveted Consumer Report book.
Of course.
And then that's how they would decide. My uncle gets his tires from Costco. He gets vacation packages from Costco.
Wow. They make good beds.
They don't get him started. Don't get him started on that. He would always get mad at me if I didn't buy something from Costco. He's like, Dylan, it's the same shirt and you get for $4 less. I was like, that's not worth.
You're wasting your life, Dylan.
Yeah, you're wasting it all. You're wasting it all. Go to Costco. Get Kirkland. And back then, Kirkland wasn't like cool and ironic to wear like it is now, or at least that me and some others are trying to make it. But back then, I was like, I'm not gonna wear this Kirkland shirt to school. Everyone knows this is Costco. Even though now and growing up,
I was gonna say now it's.
I love Costco.
Right.
It's one of those things that as you get a little older, you realize, I guess that crazy old cook wasn't so crazy after all. He had some good ideas, and a quality and value meeting at one place is a very special thing.
It is of value. Yeah. But sometimes, you need to learn it through some Safeways and some John's, some Ralph's.
You don't appreciate. You go to Safeway so many times.
Targets.
Yeah, and then you realize, why would I buy this, $12 packet of ham from Safeway when I can buy 12 pounds of ham, of sliced ham? I get buy eight individual pound bags,
right,
in one. For $60, and you do the math, and you got ham for fucking 6 months.
Yeah.
The thing with Costco is you always need a freezer.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things.
Yeah.
If you're a Costco aficionado, if you're a real one, what you'll do, your first investment being a lifetime Costco shopper is
big freezer.
Get that big freezer first.
Yeah.
Get it quick. And then start saving bucks. I remember I would always, my mom preferred Sam Club because she's classless. And
well, Sam's Club has some good stuff.
I'm sure they've marketed to the people to make them believe it.
They have good ground beef at Sam's Club.
Boop.
Expletive.
Just calling someone who goes to Sam's Club
expletive.
I don't know. But Costco is very big in my family. Always has been, always will be.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely come from a Costco family. My dad, anytime he gets gas from somewhere other than Costco, comments on the fact that it costs a lot. He will let you know exactly how much more it costs than it would go.
Parents with gasoline are insane. My mom
growing up, I thought it was so important.
I know.
Gas prices,
and then you do the math, and there's like a 40-cent difference if you're filling up a full tank.
Yeah.
We would go to Costco, which was like fucking 15 miles away, because it was a cent cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, with their Costco program. And then it's always, my uncle would be like, you gotta log the points. What are we logging these points for? Every 10,000 points, you get 1,000 points. Look, they can never explain what it actually is. Yeah, and then you transfer those points for rewards points on airline points, and then it's like they've got a whole funneling system of reward points that no one could ever put a value to.
Well, airline points are legit. But
yes, but you add a cent gasoline. I'd be like, the trip that we have to take to go to Costco is more in gasoline than we're saving in gasoline. Right. Like, to take a whole trip to be like, saved 18 cents today at the pump.
Yeah, how much do you think this wouldn't be the case if gas stations didn't have signs that said their gas prices? Do you know what I mean? Like, no other business really does that, where they tell you exactly how much their product costs from the side of the road. So what if Chevron was just Chevron and you're just like, oh, they got gas there?
Yeah.
I bet you none of this would happen.
I think they were,
It's the price wars.
and I think maybe our parents had that instilled in them from a young age. Because when they had gasoline, it was like a quarter for a
Right.
tank. So then
They definitely tell you
guess
that, too.
Yeah, yeah, they would tell you that. So to them, maybe in their head, because they don't understand the concept of inflation, is that they were like, "Oh, you can buy an entire cheeseburger if you go to Costco instead." And then you add those cheeseburger up,
Right,
and then you
right.
redeem the cheeseburger and put that on your McDonald's rewards points. And then
You
eventually,
have so many points.
yeah, they're
What if you're just broke as fuck, but you have like 80, you're a billionaire in Costco rewards points?
yeah,
I
yeah.
have 85 billion Costco rewards points.
I can buy 4 hot dogs. Just like the entire life of like working up and like, I now have this inflatable recliner chair. There's something so American about reward point systems.
Yeah,
I do the Chick-fil-A reward point system.
right.
I was heavy into it last year because I was trying to keep my quota, but as this year I haven't had nearly as much Chick-fil-A as I had last year. Last year you should have seen me. I was like, I had a lot of points.
Damn, I should have gone to Chick-fil-A with you.
They have a good reward point system, and I want to tell you all about it. It's actually fantastic. You
All right, but I'm going to talk about Southwest Airlines
history
after
repeats
this.
itself. Yeah, they updated the reward system to trick people like me, to fool an entire generation, a new generation.
Right.
Yeah, remember when they had coupon booklets?
Yeah.
You'd sell a booklet. People would go door to door and say, "Hey, here's a book of coupons."
It's eventually a good investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. This fish sandwich place 40 miles away. I could get another fish sandwich if I buy a fish sandwich.
I mean, they still work on me, to be honest. I save them, the ones I get in the mail. I save them if it's a place I go to.
I would love to get into coupons.
I I get them from for Wendy's or Burger King, and I'm like, I go to those places sometimes. Not really Burger King, but I like the idea of Burger King.
Yes, the idea of it is nice.
But so high a percentage of the time I go there, I'm like, oh, this is bad. Burger King just sucks so bad.
When you get a good Burger King,
Good
though,
Burger
you go
King
like,
is
"Oh,
fucking-
we're a Burger
Love
King."
good Burger King,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. But bad Burger King is like,
Oh, terrible.
it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's like the worst of, like, I don't know.
Because a bad McDonald's is just, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But a bad Burger King is so much worse.
I think it's because the smokehouse flavor is in all the food, but when you do a bad job at that, it literally tastes like smelling farts.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's funny.
it's true.
It's true. It's true than comedy.
Great reward point system, Southwest Airlines.
Yes, they do have
Oh,
a nice one.
man. Oh, Southwest, the cancellation policy, the
Oh.
flight change policy, it's so easy to work.
I love Southwest.
They're great. Southwest is
And I love that the stewardesses have a little spunk.
yeah.
They seem like they're a little like, yeah, we know you're on a stupid fucking flight. We fucking hate this shit too.
In case of an air pressure change, good luck.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Also, I also love this one. I have heard a couple times, but every time I hear something like it, I'm like, oh, that's a good one. He said, if you if you need to use your seat as a life raft, then boy have we gone off course. There's no water for miles. And I go, oh, we wouldn't be in the ocean. We just beat that in the field. Yeah.
Yeah. I like funny
Oh, some
flight
spunk.
attendants. Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally just like the cool aunt who's not like actually like, she's not like cool.
Right.
But she's like, yeah, I almost didn't make the flight. Yeah, I slept in too. Hot date. And it's always a little suggestive. But like PG suggestive.
Yeah. I would like to see the flight attendant who's like too explicit.
If we're gonna experience some turbulence, and boy, I'm gonna feel it after getting ass fucked last night.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I just want to double check something. But yeah, I love Southwest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Such a good. Oh man, it really doesn't take that much to rack up those rewards points, and then like 2-3 flights, and you've got enough basically for a free flight. Like, yeah, I've flown to see family for like $11.
That's really nice. Can
Insane.
you pull your mic a little bit closer in? Yes, perfect.
Yeah, Southwest is great.
Oh, I love Southwest.
Oh, also, yeah, cancellation policies are top notch.
I was talking about this. Is Southwest is like, universally, I think, considered one of the worst airlines.
Really?
Or kind of just like the ratchet.
Yeah, I get you pick your own seat and stuff.
Yeah, but I like that because they are so ratchet, but it's, like I was talking about this on stage other night, is they don't have a first class, but what they do have is the big seat.
Oh, that's Spirit.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. I'm talking about Spirit right now. Yeah, they don't have first class. They have the big seats. They can't even legally call it first class because it's not. It's literally a big seat.
It's just a big seat.
Yeah, and it's got a little apostrophe, like the big seat. The fatty tubu seat.
Oh man, Spirit sucks so bad.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
How's the big seat though?
Amazing. If you get drunk before a Spirit flight, you'll have a great time.
Spirit seems so intentionally shitty. That's my experience anyway. It seems not just bad, it seems like they are intentionally making it worse.
Yeah, they do. They are actively trying to make a terrible airline. But if you get past that, it's like it's like working at a restaurant that nobody likes.
Right.
The customers don't like it. The workers don't like it.
Right.
The management hates it. And everyone's like, but we're all here.
And we're in the sky.
Yeah. We're all here. So you know what? Let's stop putting garbage can liners and just see what happens.
Yeah. Southwest, they're a little sassy.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit, they're literally just drink.
Yeah. What you want? Let's go.
It's so insane
Yeah.
to have such a bad service that's in the sky. To offer such a terrible product that travels at 500 miles per hour at 20,000 feet.
Yes.
And then to have someone up there all right, drink.
Drink. That'll be $8. You want a Minute Maid juice? That'll be $8. I don't care if she's 5. Does she have a credit card? No, we don't take cash. Why? Because we don't. You can't take cash in the sky.
Where are we going to put it up here?
You fucking stupid.
What makes you think your physical money works?
We don't take cash in the sky. We don't have change.
We don't have room for a register. You think a register can come off the ground?
Yeah. Stupid. What do you suggest I do? Put it in the wallet?
Oh, should I have some sort of kind of money bag?
Oh yeah, I forgot the ATM is sitting at 34C.
Yeah, what the fuck is with that rule?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But we can swipe a credit card in the sky, and it'll somehow figure it out up there.
Yeah, it'll send a signal to your bank
Yeah. From thousands of miles away.
at high speeds.
Yeah, you can be going 700 miles an hour just barreling through the sky, running into clouds, and it'll still be like, Wells Fargo, $8 for Minute Maid.
Approved.
Yeah, approved. In seconds.
Yeah.
Cash?
What the fuck do you want me to do with this?
Oh, what?
This is ground shit.
What the fuck is this? Everybody, look. Everybody, look, we got Mr. Moneybags. You want to write us a check for a Sprite?
This doesn't mean anything this high up.
No. Look at it.
Why would this be worth anything up here? This is ground.
This is ground money. You idiot. This is ground money.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah.
I hate going on flights. Being a fatty doo-doo. I used to love flights.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I've come to enjoy them. I never really liked them. I always found them very... I was always very... Travel's always been a very anxious experience for me.
My favorite?
And uncomfortable.
Yes. My favorite is how we got to Chicago, where it's like middle seat open with a friend.
Yeah.
In the morning, lights are off.
It was perfect, yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, direct flight.
Sun coming up.
Direct flight's big.
Direct flight.
Yeah.
No problem. I had so much fun in Chicago.
Chicago was cool. I didn't feel accepted by the city of Chicago.
No.
But I will try again.
We just gotta
I'll
come there with
see.
numbers. We just gotta come there flashing badges, which is particularly, I think, why this podcast is gonna be working.
Okay.
We're going to make it look good. We're going to make the clips look good. And we're going to talk about relatable things.
Okay. We're going to relate to people?
Yeah. You're going to be surprised at the cuts I make.
Okay.
A lot of it's going to be like, yo, and we're going to have to dumb down a lot. And I'm already dumb.
Okay.
We're not dumb. We're going to go mainstream, Jeffrey.
We're selling out.
Yes, we're selling out. We've discussed this. Comedy is
it's time to
fucking
sell out.
dead.
Yeah.
All your heroes are liars, and your villains are the good guys, and they give out hand jobs.
Okay.
So Jeffrey and I are selling out. We're going mainstream. Oh, you want to talk about how people drink too much, but it's fun? That's what I'm doing, because I'm selling out. You want me to talk about Ariana Grande? You got it. I'm selling the fuck out.
What's going on with Ariana Grande?
Oh, she is in a tornado of gossip. Oh. Did you hear what she did at that thing that she did that thing? What she said to that guy that she dated who said that thing that she did?
No way.
You got it. We're selling out.
Yeah. I don't follow any current events or know anything.
Nobody
or do
cares
anything
about
fun.
fucking art anymore. Nobody cares about art. Everyone wants a product. You want me to be mainstream? Jeffrey and I will be mainstream. You'll be surprised how mainstream Jeffrey and I get. Oh, aren't men and women different? Isn't it sometimes hard revealing your insecurities to women? And women, aren't guys sometimes dumb? Aren't guys sometimes dumb and they look at other women and it makes you jealous? You're so much better than them. And men, we're just a bunch of guys being dumb old dudes. You have no idea how fast I can sell out. You got no idea what's coming to you content-wise, internet. You pushed us to this. You honestly pushed us to this. Get ready to see a Jeffrey and Dylan. You wanted something whimsical and unique? Bye-bye. Find it on Adult Swim, weirdo. Jeffrey and I are making a sitcom. Oh, and it's going to be right down the middle. Oh, and we're not going to push any buttons. Anybody can watch and like it. Anybody can watch and like it and laugh at self-deprecating humor. Right down the middle. The joke's never on you. It's always on us. Oh, you have no idea how mainstream we can get. Oh, what's that, Jeffrey? Barbie and Oppenheimer? We can talk about that because that's what's happening right now? Did you see that right now? Have you seen that movie, Jeffrey?
No.
Are you more Oppenheimer or are you more Barbie? Jeffrey's more Oppenheimer. I'm more Barbie. You want it mainstream? Get ready for 100 different jokes on trans people. Drag queen children. Oh. Eating pizza. You have no idea how mainstream Jeffrey and I can get. Yeah?
Men and women are different, though.
They are. You know what I'm most upset about, Jeffrey?
Huh.
Is maybe unintentionally, I'm the most mainstream of all. Maybe I'm the basic one. Maybe I've never been unique and I've been fooling myself into thinking that my comedy, my art was somehow superior. But in reality, my best was mainstream. And maybe that's okay. Maybe that's what I was meant to do. This is what you ordered. And we're hot delivering it to you now. I am super excited to see Barbie, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be unique to see. I really like Ryan Gosling because I like The Notebook and movies he was in. And I also like Margot Robbie because she was in a lot of movies that I liked.
Okay.
And I like Barbie as a brand. It's such a amazing brand.
Yeah.
That survived the decades. And I guess when I see familiarity of faces I know and like, mixed with brands that I know and like, that makes me want to spend money.
Wow.
I heard other people like Barbie. I like Barbie.
Yeah, because that way maybe those other people will like you.
Yeah. There was you know that song by Aqua, In a Barbie World?
Yeah.
It was remixed by new artists I like. So it's like the old meets the new.
Whoa.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. It's like things never change.
Yeah, Ice Spice is awesome.
Is that a new Spice Girl?
No, she's a rapper.
Oh, okay.
She has some popular songs. And I like that I can listen to a popular song with my friends and they know the lyrics and I know the lyrics
and you know the
too.
lyrics, right, yeah.
I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but she's very talented.
Oh, okay.
And I can't wait to hear her version of an old song in a new Barbie movie with Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. And you know what? I'm going to go to the AMC. I'm going to order an icy. I'm going to sit in my seat. And I'm going to go to Barbie with all my friends. And we're all going to wear pink. We're going to make a night of it. And we'll take pictures of us all wearing pink at the movies.
Barbie movie, yeah. And then you can each look at the photo and say, there we are together being friends.
Yes.
I'm not alone.
I'm not alone. And then when I realize with my other 8 friends, there's a moment that comes where it feels, and I remember that I'm dreadfully alone and that we'll all die separately. But when that silence comes, I'll say, hey, do you remember that one part in the Barbie movie? And everyone will perk up and they'll say, I do remember.
Yeah.
I do remember that part in the Barbie movie.
And everyone will say they liked that part.
And I liked that part too.
But then one friend will be like, I didn't like that part. And everyone's gonna be like, oh,
typical Jessica. And although we're chastising her for her opinion, she's absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
We needed someone who could have a differing opinion. We weren't even mad at her. In fact, we needed someone to have a differing opinion so the other 7 of us could go, oh, she's always that way.
Yeah.
Because that's who Jessica is.
Yeah, it seems like a fun movie, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun movie, and it's going to be a fun time with my friends.
Yeah.
Being mainstream.
Yeah. Not alone.
Not alone.
Yeah.
And then with my intellectual friends, I'll go see Oppenheimer. And we'll all wear black, and we'll be a little nihilistic. But in reality, we want something to be real the most of all. That's why we go to Oppenheimer. Because Christopher Nolan is a smart guy.
Right.
And smart guy is me.
Yeah.
We are smart guy.
We are smart guys.
We are
to
smart
see the
guy.
movie that's like,
yes.
it's like a smart movie.
In it.
Yeah. So and it's smart.
Yeah, and look how smart each individual frame in that movie looks.
Right.
It's almost as if I'm the smart guy. When I go to a Christopher Nolan film, I'm Christopher Nolan, and I get to smell my own asshole in the theater. And maybe I'll have a sparkling water, or maybe I'll go to a theater where I can order food, and I'll order
something smart.
Yeah, buffalo cauliflower. Yeah, smart choice.
Yes.
And I'll be smart, and my friends will be smart, and we'll have an intellectual discussion, and we won't ever call each other out when we make mistakes intellectually, because we know deep down that we're not smart, and we're not Christopher Nolan. And the buying of the ticket is a sad attempt to say, I'm just like him. I'm smart man. But we'll never address it, because now, Jeffrey, you and I are mainstream.
Right. And we'll feel better than others while also having
They saw
gone.
Barbie. I don't know. I liked it. It's just, I kind of am a film fan over
Right.
a movie fan.
Right. And I'm into something with a little more truth, a little more history, a little more
Exactly.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Some impressions aren't worth the hassle, even though we're just trying to
Something
be
smart
funny
like
and
that,
didn't mean
you
it
know?
like that.
Yeah.
It's so smart.
Yeah. Science with the molecule atomic split and the Z power heavy elements.
And then in the back of the theater, we'll say, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, plutonium.
Yeah, you had to get the uranium to split the atom interference. Yeah. And then after the movie's done, we can all go buy journals that we never write in.
Yeah.
A leather-bound journal with our names stamped on the inside of the cover.
Which I keep just to pet, just because I like petting the leather.
Exactly.
Like I have a pet cow or something.
And we'll ignore the fact that it was manufactured at a large factory and read the booklet that says instead that it was manufactured by hand in Chile. Because we like to buy products from poor people who don't work in factories.
Right, who are more... Yes, the poor people who work in factories are part of the problem, really.
I know. They're not intellectuals.
No, we need
like
to-
the poor people working outside of factories.
The poor entrepreneurs.
Yes. And maybe I'll write a page the first night, but then I'll realize I don't have a fucking thought in my head.
Right.
And I'll scoff at the people going to see Barbie in their matching pink outfits. But if I really peeled back the surface when I'm alone at night and the Mac DeMarco song is faded out, I'll realize that the Barbie viewer and me were the same person all along. Then I'll take a Xanax, and then I'll go to bed thinking I'm so much smarter than Republicans. I'll say, I'm so much smarter than Republicans. And then I'll fall asleep.
That sounds like a lovely weekend.
It'll be a wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
Jeffrey and I are mainstream now.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you like Barbie or if you like Oppenheimer. You just need to like one of them.
And
Go
hate
to
the other.
Go to Starbucks. Go to Costco. Go to Denny's. Feel something. Ten, 9, 8. Oh no! This impression wasn't worth the hassle. We can't show it on YouTube. We probably could. We just don't want the hassle, even though we thought it was funny. Oh, we did. That's why this impression is going on so long.
Yeah.
God, it sucks being so intellectual.
I know.
Even us now.
I know.
Even me now.
Because it's like science, but war, you know?
I know. And when science
Progress.
and art... exactly.
And it's like today still, you know? Man.
Robert Downey Jr. as a senator.
Wow.
It's not Iron Man. I'm not watching Iron Man.
This is smart.
This is smart Iron Man.
He's just man.
Yeah. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. is wearing glasses, so he's not Iron Man. I don't watch Marvel movies. I watch history. Yeah, I want to see it on film. Where is it being played on film?
I like the grain.
I'm gonna take
I like to see the
oh,
little
yeah.
the little dot 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 dot. I think it's pretty, and I'm very because I'm so smart. I prefer to see the little tiny dots in the picture. I think that because you have to really think about it to understand.
Yeah, you kind of have to understand historical context to get it. And I get it. I've always gotten it. 'Cause I'm the smartest boy in my room. I watch movies about history. Christopher Nolan's a smart guy, and that's why Christopher Nolan likes me. Just a fucking douchebag.
Right. Yeah, I actually wait outside of Oppenheimer. I wait outside the theater, and then I eavesdrop on people's intellectual conversations, and then when they're over, I go up to them and I go, "Good, oh, so smart,
Yeah. and
good,
they go, thank you.
so good," and I ruffle
Do
their
I get a treat? I'm so smart. Do I get a treat?
Yeah, I dress like their fathers, and
Yeah. Oh, you're so much smarter than me. Jeffrey dresses up as your dad and goes, "Oh, you're so much smarter than me."
You are my father now.
Thank you, son. And Oppenheimer, I mean, it's an incredible movie, but
I didn't see it.
it's all right.
Is Batman in it?
it's made-
That'd be so fucking dope if Batman.
It'd be funny. It's like the whole countdown. And then
doing the test, and Batman just shows up in the shadows in the background.
That would be so goddamn funny.
That's the genius of Christopher Nolan. He made a Batman movie where people felt smart watching it.
Yeah.
It's Batman. It's a guy who dresses as a bat to fight crime.
Yeah.
And people are watching it like, what does it say about good and evil? I'm gonna get you, clown!
I would be curious
There's
to
a
see
clown man.
what other whatever dumb concepts Christopher Nolan could make, like convince intelligent people to think is smart.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Batman is impressive. To make a smart Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a Where's Waldo, Christopher Nolan Where's Waldo movie.
Yeah. Where is Waldo?
Where is he?
Where's Waldo?
Are we all Waldo? Is there any Waldo?
Am I Waldo? It's in a mirror. Am I Waldo? Okay, so we better wrap it up. But Jeffrey, as always, thanks for coming on our podcast.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And thanks so much, Dillheads. Go see Barbie or Oppenheimer. I'm honestly so excited to see Barbie, and I loved Oppenheimer.
It'll be a blast, and I don't mean like from an atomic bomb.
Jeffrey, thanks, guys. Have a great one.
Hey guys, have a good.
Dylan Sullivan Show, the Dylan Sullivan. It's the end of the Dylan Sullivan Show. The Dylan Sullivan Show. Yellow Dylan.